Then you're gonna show them this absolute beast of a unit.
Yep, so we just went and picked this thing up off Facebook Marketplace. No, I'm joking. We're here to work on the Mustang, a long awaited video. We got a box right here. In this box is a rear disc brake conversion kit. So we can get rid of those drums on the rear. They're shot. They're bad. They were like sticking so hard and I just kept driving the thing. So I'd love to see what those things look like right now. But we're gonna have to tear into that and get those off to throw these on. So wish us luck. But before we do that, we're gonna fire up the Mustang since it hasn't been fired up in a while.
Yeah.
So let's get into this video. Okay, let's see if he still starts. Restart that clip. Let's see if the old Mustang can still start. It's been a hot minute since then.
Great. Oh. She wants to. Yeah, she's running a little rich.
Yep, she sounds mean though.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take you guys. Sheesh. Listen to that puppy purr. What do you think, Alan? You like it? It's bad. I think it had such a hard time starting because it's parked on an incline and the carburetor had no gas in it. But look at this thing. She's a beauty. She's a little dusty right now, but we'll get that fixed. It's been snowing so much and we got salt all yeah, we got salt all out on the roads. That's kind of a tongue twister. But yeah, so she's just been sitting in the shop collecting dust. But it's good to hear her purr again. So Alan, what are we doing here?
Getting the tires off?
Yep. We're breaking them all loose and then we're gonna jack the car up and take the wheels off. We got it chalked in the front. Sketchy enough for us, so call it good. Dang, look at that view. But yeah, he's gonna do that while I go and start opening up the box we have right over here. So yeah. There we go.
This is a perfect angle.
This is a really good angle. Okay. They can't see us, but
I know.
Sorry guys. Let's readjust you. Perfect. We're gonna be opening our box.
Dude, don't bubble wrap.
Made in China. Perfect. This is one American muscle car. I do say so myself. Gosh dang it. The more aftermarket it gets, the more foreign it gets also.
The more reliable it gets too.
If it isn't foreign, it's boring. Okay, look. So, right here, we have the brake caliper.
Wow.
Beautiful. Look at that beauty. Oh, that's easy. Oh, by the way, you guys like the mullet? Check it out. It's a mini mullet. Did you notice I have a mullet?
I just now noticed it.
Wow, you're slow.
You got curly hair, my dude.
And it still looks good?
I mean, you ain't wrong.
I was going to school today for the first time with the mullet. Thought everybody was going to talk about how bad it was looking, and then everybody's like, dang, I like your mullet. I was like, you're joking, right? They're like, no, I like it. I was like, thanks. Yeah, I bet some people do hate it though. So.
Should I grow a mullet?
You could. That's the thing, Alan. You could, and I think you really should. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta return this. Too many parts. This is out of our this is out of our jurisdiction, Alan.
Oh. Ooh, shiny.
Brand spanking new. I don't think this is quite gonna do the trick.
I think somebody's got anger issues.
Ooh, the light just turned off. What are they called? The big ones?
Sludge?
Yes. Destroy it.
Okay.
No. Cut. Good. Oh shoot! That's why that one was scraping. Found our culprit to why that brake was dragging so bad. Look at this thing. There was nothing left of the pad. Oh, that's not good at all. So update, we got the whole brake assembly off and sitting right there, along with on the other side. Look at that pretty thing. Got all the parts right in there. I knew we'd get it. So yeah, now we gotta start reading some instructions and figuring out what we gotta do.
Yep,
oh, there's a cat. So yeah. So the next step we have here, let me get my Milwaukee flashlight, is right here. We gotta get the axle shafts out. So somebody told me just to bolt the drum backwards on it and tap it with a hammer and it should come out, or pull it. So let me give that a go. So we got the axle taken out and slid back in with the new bracket on it, and right now he's plasma cutting the backing plate to the other side over there. So yeah, we're making progress. Okay, so we got all the brackets mounted up behind there, and then we got the rotor on. We were test fitting the caliper, but it wasn't fitting right because they forgot the machine apart on the caliper, so he's over there cutting away at it. I'll try and point out what the problem was. So on this caliper right here, let me get a light. On this caliper, you'll see how that's a 90 right there. First in the machine caliper. And on the other side it was curved. So we're just fixing that. That's still the battle. So we need a new brake line, so I went to Scram Speed here in Mahomet, and I got some brake lines for it. These ones have 90-degree angles on them, so they should be pretty good. And then there's the axle. What do you got?
Beat-ups.
There you go. But yeah, we're headed back out to the shed, right? Oh my. We're headed out to the shed. There's Mason.
Alright, let's go Markiplier.
Let's go. Okay, now that we got that all resolved, we got the calipers now on the rotor. Same with the other side. We got it all nicely mounted up. And with the brake line hoses over here, we ran into a little bit of a problem. Oh, wait, they're over here. Past them. So, here's the brake line hose the kit came with. So this side goes on the caliper right here, and then this side connects to your brake line. But as you can see, it doesn't have a 90 in it, so this was up against the caliper, but then this hose wasn't turning, so it was going up and hitting the axle housing, and it was just gonna rub against the axle housing, and it was like a really sharp angle like this. So I didn't like that, so I went and bought some, or I went to Scram Speed and got some brake lines made right here with a nice 90-degree bend in them. So they look way better, if you ask me, compared to those ones. And they shouldn't rub against the axle housing with the 90-degree. So yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's get them installed.
No.
Okay guys, so I have great news. Last night we finished up the rear disc brake conversion, so I'm super happy about that. For first time ever doing it, it was a little difficult, but now that it's done, looking back on it, I'm very happy I went with disc brake conversion rather than drum brakes, because now I just have a lot newer of a system on my car now, and it makes me feel good about that. But got the tire sitting back on. Look at this thing. It's covered in dust right now, but it's okay. We'll get her out soon and give her a bath. Before this thing can come out though, there's a few things I need to address that I've been pushing aside. So the shifter right here has a neutral safety switch. Here, let me get a light. So right here, the shifter has a neutral safety switch. It's right here, and you hook 2 wires up too, so it only allows the car to start in park and in drive. I meant in park and neutral. But without that hooked up, my car can start in any gear that I put it in. So that wouldn't be good if it started in drive or reverse. So I'm gonna have to get that hooked up, which the wires, I know they're just sitting right there in the engine bay. I have them tied together right now so I can start it. So yep, that's one thing I need to do till I'm done. Also, I have a new serpentine belt, or not serpentine belt, gosh dang, on these old cars they're called V-belts. I gotta throw a new V-belt on the car because, I'll show you here. Imagine trying to open a hood with one hand that weighs 1,000 pounds. Right in here we got my V-belt, so as you can tell, this belt is old and dry cracked and worn, and as you can tell, you do not want this in your you don't want your belt to be that loose. I got a new one, so I'm gonna throw that on, and let's see here. What is my next step I need to do with this sucker? Turn signals. Fun fact, so I got the turn signals working on this car, and then they stopped working again. So what I did to get them working the first time was I replaced the fuse, and then I also replaced the mechanism in here because this lever was broken to where it wouldn't click like how it's clicking right now. So now it clicks, you know, you can click it down like that. But it used to not do that since it was broken. But if I turn my hazards on, you can see it blinking. Well, one light's burnt out, but here, I'll show you. The hazards work. So I brought my steering wheel puller. I'm gonna pull that off the steering wheel to make sure I'm getting power to the turn signal wires in there. And if I am, there's some turn signal solenoids or something in the dash that I'm gonna be looking at. And then back here, you see, look, the hazards work perfectly fine. So it's got me like skeptical of what the heck is going on. But yeah, I'm gonna start by pulling my steering wheel off or either doing the V-belt. You'll see in the next clip. So yeah, let's get to work. So we got our steering wheel off with our steering wheel puller. Now we're gonna, this is new that I threw in here, so we're gonna test it and make sure that it's working properly. We're gonna try to blow something up. Yep, we're gonna try and blow something up.
Definitely. I don't think I've ever seen that tool.
And voltage on this one.
Continuing on from the last clip, I actually replaced the belt down here because I bought the wrong one, so I just swapped this one out. It's nice and tight, and then this one, since this is the one I wanted to replace, but honestly I can't find it anywhere and don't know where I can get one of these. I just tightened it, so as you can see, oh my hand, oh, POV of Chip just like inspecting it, you know. Oh, Chip, you're in my way. How's it look, Chip? Is that a nice tight belt? Oh, 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 yep. Test it out with me. But yeah. Chip, how do you like the car? But yeah, right here. Oh, she's distracting me. I just tightened it, so as you can see, this belt is really tight now instead of loose, so it should be good. But I'm gonna try and take it off here again and bring it in the Napa so they can measure it and get me one ordered, because the ones I look online are all the same length and width of that belt right there, which is not what I need. So yeah, and then my neutral safety switch is wired up right there. You can see my two solders together. With the heat shrink, they run down into here. Okay, I need to flip this camera around. Look what I'm dealing with. Chip is just crawling up in my arms when I'm trying to show you guys stuff. She's a little mechanic. Yeah. Chip really likes the car. He's helping me finish it today. Right, Chip? What you want to show him what we have? We got fuses. About a whole bunch of fuses. There's 3 14 ones and 2 20s and 1 4. You want him, Chip? Chip! Get him! Oh! She wants a pet. Such a needy cat. But yeah. We're gonna go on the, me and Chip probably are gonna go on the inside, and we're gonna go up under there and stick the fuses back in. So yeah. It's a tight squeeze. Kind of awkward angle. I'll show you guys. I'll set the camera up somewhere you can watch me. Come on, Chip. Oh my goodness. Did I get my Milwaukee light? Let's get up. Oh my gosh, the claws. You got some sharp claws, cat. Okay, we got the fuses in. I think my legs are bleeding from Chip's claws, but it's okay. You're left, Chip. Come on. You gotta get out. The door's gonna shut. Look. Oh, no. Like a little dog. Okay, so I figured out the problem. So, right here, this is your buzzer for your like seatbelt or like ignition. If you leave it in the ignition, this will buzz. This thing, there's a clicking sound coming, but I didn't know where from. So I thought it was coming from this, but this didn't have any numbers on it like that one did, where I could look it up. So I unplugged it, and the clicking, well, I had my hazards on, note that, and it was clicking, right? Well, not this, but there was a clicking sound. So I unplugged this, and then the clicking stopped. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I was like, the clicking is not coming from this box. So lo and behold, I look further up in here, and I find this flasher. So this is the flasher for the hazards, right? And then on this side, we have the flasher for the turn signals. So the turn signals don't work, but the hazards do. So I unplugged the one that did work, the hazard one, it focuses, and I swapped it over to here, and guess what? My turn signals work now, and then I plugged this one in to my hazards, the turn signal one, and they didn't work. So this is bad. So we need another flasher relay, and I'm about to run the Napa and get one. But here, this one looks old, and it looks, if it focuses, it looks to be original. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is original. But if you look at them side by side like this, you can tell this one's way bigger and taller and newer. So this is probably just a cheap one that went bad, and it's way lighter too, surprisingly. But yep, I'm gonna run the Napa and get me 2 of them, put the old original one back in because why not, and then throw a new one in, and then have a spare just in case I need it. But thank goodness I figured out that problem. So we've gotten everything on our checklist figured out, and all I gotta do is make my 1,000,000th trip to Napa and get a new flasher relay. So I'm super stoked about that. And then there's a lot of crap in front of the Mustang, but I'm gonna see if I can talk to him about getting it out, because it is 71 today and it's a Saturday, and I think we need to take this thing for a little drive. Okay, so I waited till nighttime to show you guys the turn signals working, but after going to Napa and getting those flasher relays, or whatever you want to call them, as you can see, my turn signals work very well. And I'll show you the front side here. Hopefully my wind mic's doing good. It did pretty well when it was crazy windy this morning, but here's the front. You can kind of see them blinking. There we go. So they work. And let me now show you the turn signals, because the hazards always worked. It was the turn signal flasher circuit that was bad. So here, let me put these hazards in. Okay, we got the, here, I'll just shut off my headlights so you can see the lights really good. There you go. So we got the left side turn signal. It works beautifully. If we come over here to the front, oh, you can already see this sucker flashing. Look at that. We got our nice left turn signal. Let me flip this switch real quick. Oh yeah. The right side one works. Let's go around here to the back. Beautiful. So yeah, I just wanted to show you at night because you can see them better. But cut back to daytime to finish this video off. Gotta focus on backing up, but I want to video the Mustang. Look at that thing go. Gotta get myself out of the gate. Thing's nice. I'm having Mason drive this since I drove my truck over to work on it. So yeah. You go. There she goes. Oh dang! Thing's a beauty. Oh my tires are filled with mud. Oh, I'm flinging mud. That thing looks right. I've never followed it or watched it drive. I've always been the one driving it. That thing is cool. I love it. Sounds nice too. You got turn signals that work now. It doesn't sound that bad. Okay, I'm gonna cut the camera here. Okay guys, so we just got her pulled out of the shop. We're gonna go give her a bath now because she is filthy, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Mustang. It's been a while since we've had one, so we're definitely gonna have some more coming out here soon. I'm not gonna neglect this thing for a long time again. And yeah, subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.